Imagine that we have this, in our thought experiment, we have the whole state of Hawaii schools in front of us. And that we scooped in with our hands and reached in and grabbed all the people and pulled them out of the school and set them aside. So that we're looking down now at the school systems, right? We're looking at the individual schools. We're looking at what's going on inside the schools. We're looking at the relationship of the schools into different districts or counties, as it may be, and how those things are all related up through the state. We're looking at from the most high point all the way down into, if you will, the dynamics inside of a classroom, so that all the people are removed. And what we're looking at when we're talking about the evaluation processes, whether we're talking about the way that the trash is collected, the way that grades are taken, the way that material is handed out, the way that the telephone systems work, the way the computers work, the way that inter-office mail works. You look at all the different activities that are going on in this whole system that people are doing when people aren't one-to-one in contact with one another. So that whole thing is like a matrix of mediation systems, of things that mediate the relationship between all the different people that are in the system. One of the things that I want to call attention to is all of that is technology. Education as a whole is a form of technology, the whole system. Everything that's not two people in some kind of nervous system to nervous system contact is mediation. There's some different degrees of mediation going on. And that mediation system is the main thing, okay, that creates the context for how the systems work. Let me take that one more step before I go on to something more concrete about the technology. That if you were to look at the process inside your brain through which you are able to get the meaning from a word, I want to say that's technology too. It's grossly inefficient technology. That you have learned all kinds of interior technologies that we've just been handed down that way. Now we have this tendency in society to say, well, some technologies, you know, they're high tech, and so we give them a different kind of attention. And some things, which I think are technology, we don't even consider as technology. We consider them as some sacred way of doing things. Like a book. A book's a piece of technology. Almost all of these different ways in which meaning is mediated between people that are present to one another, we could say as technology. So I've been real interested in technology because, as I started off earlier, I said that probably the key for me in all of this, in terms of my interest, has been this inner interface. This place where the welling up of the natural learning dynamics of a human being and the external machinery that's been habituated or learned interface. That internal interface is the thing that I've been most concerned with, because that's where the capacities and energy gets dissipated that could otherwise help somebody learn. And I mean, there's a series of examples we could bring to bear on this. One of them is the difference between a child who's learned the multiplication or who's learned the tables, right? And then all of a sudden groks the formula, right? All the overhead of having to remember this times this and some big massive internal table is gone. And now all of a sudden, boom, there's this formulamatic transformer that they have. They can now move things through. So you might say that the difference between the table and understanding multiplication was an entirely different step in the ecology and efficiency of their capacities.